Yo, well, man, we finally
We
decided to
here.
do a
We
podcast.
here.
After all this we've been doing in the entertainment industry,
Facts.
marketing, branding, shit, we here.
We here. We here. Why don't you tell the people a little
Well,
bit about what we doing?
All right, well, first, I'm Troy McNair.
Mo Henderson.
We're the co-founders and owners of Gangplank Management Group, GMG,
Yeah.
Creators Agency, and entertainment management company here in the state of Florida, city of Jacksonville. And now we have our Your Heart, Your Knowledge podcast that we're bringing to you. And really, we're going to try to have some of the boldest thinkers.
Yeah. Some of the world's sharpest, young and seasoned business minds. We call it YHYK for short. You'll be able to get your merch soon.
Speaking of what we do, our everyday at Gangplank Management Group. Well, you know what? Let's talk about how we started, because this is a new podcast for us. We're going to bring some extraordinary people on this podcast, but just to kind of give everyone an idea of how we even got.
How we got here.
How we got here. Mo and I, we've been smoking cigars since like 2013.
Yeah, a long time, brother.
And both of us been in the music industry, Studio Cafe Warner, and several other.
Yeah.
And then myself, Rush Artist Management, Def Jam, and then managing quite a few different artists. Let's see, 2013 we met. And we didn't actually start doing anything in the entertainment industry until 2019.
Yeah. Now he's skipping a whole lot, because I used to rag him all the time when we be smoking cigars. I'd be like, man, come on, get back in the game, get back in the music industry. But I think, because of the run you had and at the pace.
The pace, yeah.
You guys were going, it was a well-deserved vacation.
Yeah, I needed that. I need that break. I just wanted to smoke cigars every day.
Yeah.
But 2019, we got together, and there's a company, everybody probably knows, Edible Arrangements, a global company.
Over $1 billion a year, right?
Yeah, over $1 billion.
Over $1 billion.
So we pitched them to do a music integration for all their customers to go along with their fruit assortments. And Mother's Day was actually their biggest season, for lack of better wording. But they wanted to do something flyer. They needed to do something with some more excitement. So we came up with pitching, doing an album, right, a digital album for Mother's Day. And we curated... And vinyl.
Yeah.
And we curated some of the top recording artists, platinum artists, and the shit just, in 3 days, it did over $1 million.
Yeah, facts.
So, in 3 days. So it gave Edible a lift and put them in a new area when it came to music.
Exactly.
Music initiatives. And then the artists that we put on the project, it also gave them a lift too. And it introduced them into a new market.
And even the beauty of it, it was right at the time when COVID started.
It was.
So it was, while a lot of companies were kind of figuring out, especially gifting companies, a lot of them thrive on delivery and so forth and so on. It's like, how can we bring people together while they're apart?
Yeah.
And I think that's where the pitch connected.
That's where it connected.
So it was like, kind of using some, and we didn't use any of their business model, but I think kind of the same sentiments that Hallmark gives people as far as giving somebody a card, be able to provide a musical thing for that. And then being able to get some of the great writers that are behind some of, some of the world's biggest hits and bring them apart along with the artists. It was almost like the perfect storm.
No, you're right. And it's funny that you said that, because when you start talking about the industry in music, they did not believe in the project.
Exactly.
So it was some great support that believed in the project, and then there were some folks that I don't want to say believe. That's unfair for me to say that. They just didn't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
That might be a better word. They didn't see it.
And especially probably at that time.
Yeah, they didn't see it.
Yeah, because COVID is like people were kind of like doubling down, like, let's just service the people we can. Why are we trying to create new initiatives?
New initiative. So, but here's the funny thing. I don't know if you remember, because they didn't see it and they didn't believe. They were like, "Yo, y'all put the money up for it.
That's it.
We'll allow you to put it on our platform. We'll give you all the marketing, yada yada yada. But y'all gotta invest in it. Y'all gotta put this project together and actually deliver it.
Exactly.
Actually build the platform. Yeah. We actually had to build the platform
to service the
customers.
That's right.
So the plus, we own the masters.
Got our IP, baby. We got our IP.
Yeah. So, and we would have probably, well, I don't want to speak for you. I would have probably, if they would have said, yo, we'll give you a $200,000 check, put this project, consult us on this project, put it together for us, and we'll run with it. I probably would have said, all right, we take 200,000.
Nah, man, I would have took that.
Would you say half a
I'm
million?
lying. Man, I would have took that check so quick.
I'm about to say.
Man, it's because it was like I said, it was the time of the world. Nobody knew what was next.
Nobody knew what was next. So
it was about stacking. Whatever you could do to add a little bit of cushion to what you got in there.
So the funny thing, we had to put the dough up. Like I said, it killed it in 3 days. It killed it.
Facts.
Fortunate for us and GMG, we actually own the masters to the point where we did 2 more initiatives.
Yep, sure did. Not 3.
3. We did
and a holiday.
We did a holiday.
Valentine's.
We did Valentine's, killed it.
And
another Mother's Day. So we got 4 joints that we own 100% the masters of that project. And trust, we will put it back out again. That's the birth of Gangplank Management Group.
Exactly. I mean, it was just it was just an obvious trajectory. I mean, 3 days, $1 million. Sounds like a business to me.
Sounds like a business. So now we're downtown Jacksonville, beautiful office. Just love, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So now we're producing Think Bold Music
Festival and Conference,
which will be in April of this year. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, we're already in 23. So downtown Jacksonville at the Hyatt, Think Bold Festival and Conference, focusing on the boldest thinkers.
Yep, that's it.
In Jacksonville and outside of Jacksonville.
And I think, and even a little bit backstory on that, in conversation with Troy, he would always, as we would talk about some of the greats, the Russell Simmons, the Diddy's, and the people who really, he would always be like, man, them cats are just bold. Them cats bold, man. I like, they just do it. They got the audacity. They do it. So I think from that, it just was a natural fit. And then Jacksonville is the bold city.
Jacksonville's the bold city.
So.
And Jacksonville's doing some bold shit.
Yeah.
I got to give it to all the stakeholders in our city. Chamber, Downtown Vision, our city, the JAGS, there's a million organizations, the Wealth Watchers, there's a million organizations out there that are doing some crazy things that we're talking to.
Yeah.
And we're so excited about bringing Think Bold to the city.
Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to land Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah, that's right. We got
Earn Your Leisure's coming.
Absolutely.
Some of the top CEOs, COOs, and some of the major companies in the city of Jacksonville. Again, some extraordinary people. The list is just too long for me to just. Yeah. But we will drop some of those names.
Yeah, over the time, and they'll be on the show. I mean, you'll be able to get to know them through the podcast and kind of see how and why they were successful or are successful. We have some people who are retired. We have some people who are fresh, fresh into their industry, and they just kind of rose as far as the cream of the crop. They rose to the top. So, yeah, absolutely. Man. So I'm excited. I think this opportunity is
it's
good.
Right.
It's right. And I think like we talked about the perfect storm earlier. with the city, with the Jags. Hopefully, by the time this airs,
we're
still on our winning streak.
I think we Super Bowl bound.
I think we Super Bowl bound, baby.
I think we
Hey,
Super Bowl
Duval,
bound.
one thing y'all learn, people who outside our market. Duval win one game. What's the tagline? We going to the Super Bowl.
We going to the Super Bowl. We Super Bowl bound. We Super Bowl bound.
So that's it.
Absolutely.
But nevertheless, man, you know, I'm really excited about this podcast, YHYK, your heart, your knowledge. You know, really having a purpose behind it's millions of podcasts out there.
Yes.
But I think to be able to give a deep dive, coining one of your phrases, into some of the boldest thinkers and how. Because everybody, as we were talking about the other day, everybody had that pivotal moment in their career where they was like, this is my path. Or I don't want to go down this path. Let me pivot. So I think to be able to pull back some layers and some, you know, everybody's human.
Right. Facts.
Everybody's human.
Facts.
And you know.
Facts.
Most people, once they're secure in their career, so forth and so on, they kind of a little bit broad about sharing their story. So hopefully we're able to dig into some dope stories.
Yeah.
From some great thinkers, some bold thinkers.
Some bold thinkers. So there it is.
There it is.
You know, we really just wanted to give you folks an introduction.
Yep.
Let y'all know that we got a lot of stuff that's getting ready to come. We're excited about our journey.
Yep.
We're excited about just bringing some great stuff to our city, to our community, but also globally.
Yeah. And we hop on this ride with us, man. Let
Absolutely.
us know. Leave us some comments. Hit them DMs. Follow our pages. Instagram. It'll be on the screen.
Yeah.
But now follow our pages and let us know, man. We want to make this something that's interesting, something that's cool, but something that's insightful as well. You know, not just. We love to have a good time, as you will learn and as you will see, but something that you'll leave a little bit better than you came after you share 10, 15 minutes.
Absolutely. Purpose.
Absolutely.
We're pushing purpose.
And there it is, brother.
All right. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, I think we made it.
Love.
Absolutely.